What's going on YouTube? It's Kyle with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to be talking about one of the budget knives in the collection. This is the Civivi Praxis. Great, I say little, it's a pretty big knife. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. Okay, today overview of the Civivi Praxis flipper. This is a liner lock budget knife from Civivi. You guys know I do like their knives. This one is G10 handles. Does have some funky gold steel liners, which I'm not too crazy about, but you know, it is what it is. I like the knife. It's running on steel bearings, so the action on this guy is pretty good. You can fail at it if you kind of half track it, but the flipper tab is in a good position, has jimping on the top there, so see, you can fail at it, but as far as the action is concerned, it's pretty smooth. The liner lock, getting it out of the way is no problem. Centering came really good on this guy. It has the green G10 backspacer. It does have a integrated lanyard hole that does not take up with a pocket clip. Pocket clip is deep carry, so really interesting knife from Civivi, and I think it's a pretty good winner compared to some of the other budget knives that we have. This one is about 8. This is a pretty big knife. You know, I like big knives, so it's about a little under 8.5 inches long. It's got a blade length of 3 3/4. The cutting edge is about 3 1/4. The blade width a little bit thick here at about 1 1/4 inch, but the blade thickness is only about 1 inch 100 thousandths. So you know, it's pretty. It's not crazy thin behind the edge because it's a full flat grind, but with that thin blade stock, it is a great slicer. This one is wearing my edge that I put on there with the KME sharpening system. That was usually all of my knives that come from Civivi come really, really sharp. This one didn't have the edge that I wanted. It came sharp. It was a workable edge, but I wanted to put a different edge on there. There is no billboarding on this knife except for the blade steel, which I don't even know if I can get the focus because it is so small. And this one is a little bit different from all my other Civivi knives. This one is in the 9CR18 MOV. And now listen to what I said. I said 9CR18 MOV. A lot of people don't like the 8CR MOV steel. This is a definite different steel, even though it has a similar name. This one is pretty corrosion resistant, and the hardness on this thing is anywhere between 58 and 60 Rockwell. So it was pretty easy to sharpen. I didn't have a lot of problem with that. Of course, you know, it has a finger choil up here that is pretty close to the edge, but workable. You know, I usually keep my finger back here, but you just be careful. The nice swedge on the blade looks nice. It's a very, very functional budget blade. This one is coming in at about $42.50 on Blade HQ, and I think that's a good deal with the materials that you're getting. The blade feels great in hand. It doesn't have any hot spots. The pocket clip you can feel a little bit with you know, Civivi has this pocket clip that it kind of swoops up like this. You can feel a little bit more on that guy, but same thing with this, but you have a little bit wider of a handle versus the X-Arc over there, so I don't feel it as much. There is a little bit of jimping here. My thumb rides a little bit higher when I'm grabbing this knife, so the jimping doesn't do much, but you know, it really does really well for my everyday task. As far as budget knives concerned, let's do some size comparison with the other budget brands that I do love, which is the Ontario Rat 1. You can see pretty similar size in those two knives, and then of course your Civivi, your Ontario Rat 2, which is a smaller blade. So that kind of gives you an idea on how this blade size is. I really like it. I think it's a great blade size. I love the Ontario Rat 1. I think it's a great EDC carry, and I put these two really in the same category, depending on what you like. The materials, this is D2, this is 9CR18 MOV. This is a flipper, this is the thumb stud. The action on both of these are really, really great. So really could recommend these. These are both around the same price as well. So I could recommend both of these for for anybody looking to get a first knife, that a budget knife, you know, around 40 bucks. These two are great deals. Let's go ahead and see what this big knife weighs. It's got a little weight to it, about 4.4 ounces. So not the lightest thing in the world. If you were to pick up the Ontario Rat number 1, you're going to be looking at a little bit more than that. That's right under 5 ounces. So definitely lighter than the Ontario Rat 1. If that is important to you, keep that in mind. This is, like I said, Civivi. It is the budget brand of WE knives. This is a WE Practic and the Civivi Praxis. And when I have both of these, I always get them mixed up. This is lent from my buddy Will, and you can see the quality of the knives from this one company, 2 different brands. This one is absolutely excellent, and this one is very, very good. WE Knives does a great job. Their actions are great, and they really put that in play with their budget brands. This is ceramic ball bearings. This is steel ball bearings. So you get premium materials with that premium brand. But guys, I'm telling you, if you're looking for a budget knife, there are a lot of great ones out there, but don't disregard Civivi, because they really do have some great knives. This one is a beast, and it can pretty much do anything you want. As far as the blade length, you can really choke up on the blade because it's got a thick blade to do some stuff like this. Get behind it, feels good in hand to do some heavy cuts. So all in all, really, really great. I don't know if I showed it, but the centering came perfect. So anyway, this is the overview of the Civivi Praxis, a great budget item. If you're looking to get into knives and you're looking for something for a budget, these two are definitely the ones that I recommend that I have at the moment. There's a lot of them out there, guys. Check out Metal Complex. He's got a whole video on the best budget knives, and it's a really good list. Go check out his video on that if you're looking to get into that. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching this overview of the Civivi Praxis. I really appreciate you guys taking time to watch the video. If you like it, hit that like button. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. That's about it for this review of the Civivi Praxis flipper. I really, really like this knife as far as a budget knife. I highly recommend it. If you are in the market for a budget knife, go ahead and check out Metal Complex, his channel. He's got a I think it's a top 10 video of his favorite budget knives. It's a very, very good one. I think he does have some Civivis on that list as well. But anyway, guys, stay tuned. We will have more to come. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.